Hey y'all, this is Kim with Creative Escapades. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. Let's jump right into our video and see what we can create. Today I'm going to be working on a 30-ounce wood grain geode tumbler, and I'm going to be using this shattered opal, and then I mixed this one right here with a little bit of this chunky glitter and a couple of drops of the Reese blush alcohol ink, and then I have this flame kissed heart from bulk glitter. I'm using Art Resin, and I'm going to do the epoxy method. So I have approximately 5 milliliters in this cup, and I've mixed it up. I'm also going to be using coffee filters for cleaning up anything. Coffee filters leave no little microscopic fibers on your surface, so you don't get any of those little blemishes in your resin, and helps you not to have to sand. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have sprayed my cup with a couple different colors of pink, and then just slightly misted little lines of white flat spray paint. And that's where I am starting with my resin, and I'm putting it onto those little white areas, and then I'm using the shattered opal for the center of my geode. And I can wipe off the excess, move and shape the center of the geode just simply by moving the chunky glitter back into place or moving it around a little bit. And I'm just going to keep going around doing the centers with the shattered opal first, and then I will come back and do the next colors. So for time purposes, I'm going to move it quickly, and I wanted to show you this one because this one actually I made it go over the rim of the base of the cup so that it looks like the geode is on the bottom as well. So now I have all of the centers with the shattered opal finished, and I'm ready now to add my next color of glitter, and I'm still just wiping a little bit of the resin onto the surface of the tumbler right at the edge of where the shattered opal is. If I get a little bit out of place, I can still move it back and it will stay in place. I also, when I'm putting this on, after I get the glitter laid into the resin, I'm gently pushing it flat so that I don't have any of those chunky pieces of glitter standing straight up. So just going to keep going around here and getting this next color, tap it a little bit. And I didn't film all that, so that for time's sake, but I've completely covered the cup with the 3 different glitters. The fine glitter is all the pink all the way around, and I used 3 light layers of clear matte spray sealer to seal the glitter onto the tumbler before I add my first layer of resin. And I'm starting out just putting it onto the center where the shattered opal is, because I want to make sure that I keep most of the glitter right where it is. I don't want to rub real hard and then get it contaminating each other. And then once I have it all on the shattered opal, then I'm coming back and I'm putting it on to the pink part of the cup, the glitter. And I used 15 milliliters to do this, and I did actually 3 layers to get all the glitter covered. Did not have to sand, and all the glitter laid flat. I'm using my heat gun just a little bit to help the resin to lay smooth and to move over the surface of the cup. And then after I did the 3 layers of the resin, I sprayed 3 different colors of spray paint, all flat, onto the surface of the cup. I started with a lavender, then I went with a bright pink, and then I ended with this light pink. And now I am using alcohol inks to design the wood grain look. And I just simply put on a thin line of the alcohol ink, and then I move that with my brush and just keep moving it until I get a desired look. I also taped the inside of my cup where the geode portions of the design is, so that I won't waste a whole lot of time putting a lot of alcohol ink and a lot of design patterns where I'm going to actually take that off. I'm starting out with the alcohol ink ginger, then I'm going to use Latte, and then I will use Sepia. And also keep a little cup of alcohol ink over to the side so that I can dip my brush into it if I need to remove some. So did the first layer of the ginger, and now I'm working on the latte, and you can see right here I'm making sure that I'm checking the inside of my cup where I've taped it, and wherever there's no tape, then I'm trying to create like little wood knot designs, and moving the alcohol ink to give that more wood grain look. Just keep moving it. I dip into I have a little thing of ink there, and I also have a little thing of the alcohol. I dab my brush onto the paper to remove the excess. And you can see there's places where I want to move more of the ink, and it gives just a hint of that pink layer of spray paint underneath, which I really like that. And when I go to remove where the geodes are at, it really makes those places stand out and adds to the whole design. Just keep adding and moving the resin. If you remove too much of it, you can always add another little drop. If you add too much, you can always use a little bit of alcohol and remove it. On the bottom of the cup, I want to make it look like a cut log. So I'm using a smaller brush, and I'm dipping it into alcohol, dabbing my brush off on the paper, and then just making rings around the center knot. Now some of this will be removed when I go to reveal the geode part, but you will still have that wood sliced log look on the bottom, even though I do take some of this off. I just think this makes it kind of unique and have a different look rather than just covering it with brown ink. I want to have a design all the way around the cup. Okay, now it's all done. And I first started with a piece of sponge and it just wasn't working very well. So I ended up going back and using my coffee filters to do that. And it also left just a slight golden color to where my shattered opal was. So once I removed all the places where the geodes were supposed to be, I went back with my Dremel that had a round sanding head on it and just barely skimmed the surface of the resin where the gold look was, and it removed it perfectly. And here it is on the turner, and it has its first layer of sealer coat on it, and I let this turn for about 4 hours, and then I came back and put the final layer of resin on it, and here she is. I think she turned out gorgeous. I love all those little wood grain knots that's in there, the little peekaboo of pink that comes through in places like that right there from under the wood grain, and the sparkle on this is over the top. So it is turned out really nice, and my customer likes it. All excited about it going to its new home. So it turned out good. These were the colors that she requested, and here is the bottom. Just go over that. There's a little bit of dust on there. Let me wipe it off so you get a better look. There you go. And you can still see that it has that cut log look with the tree rings. So I really like it. I think it turned out great. So I hope you've enjoyed this video on how to do a wood grain geode tumbler. And if you have, please click like and share. And you make my channel grow when you do that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You'll get notified when I upload future videos. And everything that I use will be listed in the description box below this video. And I want you to know that I certainly appreciate you taking the time out to watch it and share it, and any comments, all of that helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate that. If you have any questions, please leave them. You know, I did skip through a couple places just for the time of not having a 3-hour video. So if you have questions on how to do it, just leave them below. I'll be glad to answer them. And again, I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in my next creative escapade. Bye bye for now.